Hello everyone, welcome back to another Albion Online video. Now, today is a special day. I have been getting this question a lot, and I feel like this is finally the moment where I shall tell you my secrets. Now, the question I get a lot is, how do you find profitable items? Now, this question is tricky, Like, it's hard to find profitable items, but how can you always do it? Or how can you constantly get items to craft, right? So I have two tricks that I'm gonna teach you guys in this video, and actually they're pretty simple. And throughout my 6 years of Albion gameplay, I've always did this, and it has always worked. So I'm sure it will work for you too. Well, the first thing I want you guys to do is just be curious. Always question your surrounding. For example, I remember when I started doing CVZ on this guild, this was the build I was told to run, and I remember asking to myself, why are stalker shoes so expensive? This is a 6-1 item, right? And this should be like your first thought process, which is like, why am I paying so much for an item? And your second thought process should be, can I make it for cheaper? And you'll eventually find out that yes, most of the times you can make it for cheaper. You just need to have that initial idea to craft it, right? So, for example, stalker shoes are selling for 100. I think I paid 145k for these ones, and the leather, it's 8,000 per leather. And as the imbued soul, which is the artifact, is another 20, 25, 30,000. So that means we have a total of 64,000 in leather, plus let's say 30,000 for the artifact. Let's not include any returns, anything of that sort, because that would just make the numbers more confusing. But that means we have a total of 94,000 silver and stalker shoes. But why are they selling for 140, right? It doesn't make sense. So this should be your thought process when you're trying to find an item to craft. Is you don't search for it. Let it naturally come to you. Just be curious about it. And the second tip I'm going to give you guys is just be curious about your surrounding, not by you, but by others. For example, just inspect people around you. This guy is using this build. What is this? Why is the prowling staff 700k when he just uses some artifacts, like a cheap claw, right? Can I make this faction cape cheaper? Let's imagine this faction cape, for example. This uses a 4x2 cape, which is 15,000. Let's add it up, 15,000. It uses a Carlin crest, which is 16,000. And finally, it uses a Shadow Heart, which is 59,000. So that means it's a total of 90,000 for the whole cape. But why is it selling for 130k? So that means we're making 40k on each cape we craft. So the point that I'm trying to make here is you can find items if you just search for them. Just be curious about your items and the items that people around you build. And eventually, when you probably won't even be looking at it, you'll find very good items for you to craft that can make you millions and millions and millions. Anyways, this video was very short. It was not meant to be anything how to make money. It was simply answering a question which a lot of you guys have, which is, how can I find profit? And this is the method that has worked out for me throughout the countless years I've played. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. I appreciate you guys staying and watching this video. If you have any question, as usual, drop them in the comments and I'll try to answer you all. Thank you so much, and Nindies out.